or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now it is time to give stuff away. Alan Cox is giving stuff away.
All right, you want to join us for the return of the Alan Cox Show cruise. We haven't been out on the Nautica Queen since 2019. And we're going to get back out on the lake August 26th, that Saturday afternoon. And we'd love to have you. Captain Fun's Floating Fandango is going to set sails, presented by WMMS and Bud Light. Mattitude's going to spin for you. We're all going to be there. You got to win your way on, though. Go to WMMS.com to find out how you can do that. I got a couple of ticket stops coming up. With this pair for you, simple enough, be caller number 10 and be at least 21. You and a pal will join us as we return to the high seas of Lake Erie. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Our apologies to second shifters.
All right, here we go, everybody. Let's get to work.
This is no way to start your day.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
The aforementioned ticket stops, they're going to be one right after the other, by the way. 8 to 10, both nights. If you want to join me and try to win your way on, I'm going to be at Dina's Pizza on Thursday night from 8 to 10, and then the very next night, that's going to be next Friday, the 11th. I'm going to be at Game On in Lakewood.
Game On.
When we were doing Alan Cox Show bar crawls, we would Game On was a pretty frequent stop. I like that place.
Done a bunch of stops there.
Yep.
We used to do like a home run derby thing. Been to Game On a bunch of times. Good wings there. Good wings.
So next Thursday, 8 to 10, I'll be at Dina's Pizza and Pub on Memphis Avenue.
Also good wings.
In Cleveland, Ohio. And I'll be at Game On in Lakewood next Friday, the 11th, also from 8 to 10. So both of those will be ticket stops. Those are the only two I'm doing in person to put you on the cruise. So if you got a minute, come on out and try to get your way on. Otherwise, you can go to WMMS.com at the contest page there.
Do you know, is it just like a register to win? Like they show up?
I think I'll play a little game with them. Yeah, I want to zhuzh it up a little bit.
Like
we'll see. But
games.
it's not just going to be
Games are fun.
one pair of tickets. I'll have multiple pairs of tickets.
Yes.
But,
I saw the breakdown. You're going to have more than one pair for sure.
yes, I will.
Check the emails.
More
Read the emails,
than
people.
one pair. That's right. So that'll be next Thursday and Friday. Well, the accolades are coming in fast and furious from people. If you listen on iHeartRadio, you can leave us voice messages there.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I had to finish my gummy worm.
I thought that was like his blinker in his car. Oh, it's Goose. Oh, I see.
Sound like he was gulping.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I had to finish my gummy worm. It's the Goose. Just wanted to let you know I voted for Poundcake all the way. Young Mr. Brown. You got this, buddy. Also voted for Mary, and best comedian male voted for George Carlin. Bye. Just kidding. I voted for you, Billy boy.
Thank you, Goose. Appreciate it.
I mean, listen, to
But
vote
if you
for
wonder
George
if
Carlin
George Carlin was on the list, vote for George
is
Carlin.
never a wasted,
Yeah.
you know.
George Carlin's on the list. Vote for him.
George Carlin is the Aaron Goldhammer of local comedians. He's not nominated either. And boy, what are you going to do about that?
Thanks, Goose.
Hi, Alan. Poundcake's pterodactyl story reminds me of an experience I had when I was about 12 or 13 at the beach, and I was eating a ham sandwich. And to this day, I swear, a seagull flew down and said, ham. And my mom and dad fully supported that, and they still do. Anyway, I've also voted for Cody Brown twice so far. Keep it up. Bye.
That the girl left a message about the dream where I grabbed her ass.
Sounds
The voice sounds very, very similar, like Melanie Linsky, the actress. Just an adorable voice. If this girl looks anything like she sounds.
Hi, Alan. You guys are talking about dreams right now, and I was reminded that I recently had a dream about you. I ran into you in a hallway, and you grabbed my butt. And
Isn't that's the same girl?
It sounds like the same girl.
Oof.
She definitely should do some ASMR.
Hacha, hacha. Well, that's more the domain of an offensive tackle, Poundcake. You'll find the ASMR there. Speaking of Memphis, not just Memphis Avenue, but Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we have a lot of bureau chiefs in the great city of Memphis, Tennessee. And about 20 minutes outside of Memphis, Tennessee, it's Fayette County. It's a McNairy, Tennessee. And a former sheriff's deputy was arrested and charged with child sex crimes, making it, again, let me check my notes, still not drag queens. So those of you in the greater Memphis
did
area.
He groom them? They're more concerned about groomers.
Let me check my notes. He did groom them, yes,
well,
but he is not a drag queen. He is a former sheriff's deputy, a man by the name of David Kelso, who's 30 years old. They found all kinds of nasty stuff after his stepdaughter filed a report telling his colleagues about her stepfather's sexual contact with her. But it's all, and I don't want to misread this, not a drag queen. They're in Memphis.
Well, we did it again.
We've done it again. How many days? How many on the OSHA drag queen calendar? How many days with no child sexual contact? Man, it's an unbroken record of not being drag queens. There's a girl who lives in Virginia who just got the Guinness World Record for burp volume.
What?
Now, the guy,
Like the Loudest?
you know how they separate, for Cleveland Scene, they separate male and female comedians.
Yes.
Because you can't have them all together because chicks be shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't mix all the comedians, right? Girl comics are talking about their periods and guys are talking about their wieners, and you can't have them all together. So you have to separate them, much in the same way as the Guinness Book separates burp records between men and women. But the woman has brought it back to America. The male burp record holder is from Australia. Now, this is not length. This is
Just volume.
Volume, decibels. This is a girl named, what is her? Kimberly Coca-Cola or something. And she's got a pretty sizable following on TikTok because she just likes to post videos of herself, like surprising people, or she's at restaurants. The surprising thing is kind of funny because she'll just stand there and burp in front of people who don't expect it.
A little bit of water can do the trick, some nice food, and some spicy food, some soda, alcohol, any of that stuff will make me burp. Of course I love to surprise people with my burps. That is just mad.
Wow, she's got some serious burps.
Yeah, Kimberly Winter said
You
she
should
was
try and get the male title for this with your
Who, me?
crazy loud burps.
You do have a great burp.
Well, I've tried it. I mean, I've hold on. Yeah, let me try it. Let me try it. You know, you mock what you don't understand. Hold on. Anyway, that was pretty good. I have sent that little audio clip off to the Guinness people, and we'll see what they say. She broke the record on a show in this company in D.C. I think DC 101 is one of our rock stations in D.C., and Elliot Siegel does the morning show there, and so she went on his show, and they measured the volume of her burp to see how many decibels she cranked out.
What'd we get to?
It's 107.3.
Yeah!
Now, the only thing that could have made that better is if that radio station's frequency was 107.3. But it's not. It's 101 something. But she has the new world record for burp volume, this woman. And
That's
so...
gotta feel great.
Huh?
That's got to feel great because you're probably kind of embarrassed about those burps for a little while, and then you embrace it and you start really leaning into
Cultivating
it. And then
it.
you set a Guinness World Record.
She's Kimmy Cola, Kimycola on TikTok. You want to follow? You want more of her? You want to see more?
I think
of,
she's great.
Fans on TikTok. When I go live, I'm able to usually fulfill any burp-related requests that they may have.
People ask her to burp into a fan, which is...
I can do anything from small burps to big monster burps, closed mouth, names, ABCs. The most question I get asked is, does it hurt to burp loud?
I don't like this.
That's because you don't hold the world record, Mary.
You're right.
You're jealous?
You are jealous. Green is not an attractive color on you.
It actually is. It's my color. I'm wearing it today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, congratulations to her. I don't know what this gets you. The Guinness people said that it had to be measured in a soundproofed room, so they tried this. Now, I'm hoping, because as you might have noticed, none of these iHeart studios are 100% soundproof, and they did it in his studio there in D.C., and I hope that that somehow doesn't disqualify her because it wasn't a completely dead room. But these records don't turn over very often, by the way, for you burp aficionados. And so she broke a record that had stood for 14 years. The female burp volume. Now the guy in Australia, he holds the current male world record at 112.7 decibels. An Australian named Neville Sharp. He said it a couple of, "Aye, nay." And so she was experimenting with different foods and beverages. And that morning, she said she prepared by having coffee and beer with her breakfast.
There you go.
Now, again, that kind of notoriety comes with putting things in your body that you might not otherwise, it might not be the greatest things for you. She's a young gal.
Hey, you only live once.
It's true.
So if you're going to be a big burper, you got to play hard, you know? You got to go all the way in. You can't just...
And she's kind of cute. Like there's something cute about her. I don't know if I'm being mesmerized by the belching.
Probably. It's probably the belching.
You think
no,
so?
I think she's kind of cute, too.
I got kicked out of a bar for burping too loud.
Mary's just jealous.
You're right.
Boy, women, when they see another woman succeed.
It's tough.
Wow.
It's really tough on us.
It is.
That's why no women went and saw Barbie.
Yeah. God, you can't. Used to be the sisters were doing it for themselves, right? They were linking arms and they were Linkin Park.
Sarah, Sarah.
Oh, man. And now it's just nonstop criticism.
It's called feminism, Alan.
Yeah, learn about it.
We're watching this documentary. I'm watching this documentary on Netflix called Don't Answer the Phone. Has anybody seen this? You might. It's only 3 episodes. I think they're an hour apiece, which is great. There's no point in stretching this stupid thing out into 10 hours. But, and you might vaguely remember the stories about this guy that was calling fast food joints and pretending to be a cop and telling the manager that one of the female employees had stolen something and that they needed to strip search her.
Oh, I do remember that.
Remember this?
Yeah.
So it turns out to be a guy. We haven't finished the whole thing yet, so we don't know like the particulars of the guy. But the story is this guy, they tracked some dude to Florida who was calling fast food joints all around the country. And he couldn't see them. He was just getting off on telling the manager, you've got to strip search this girl. And you go, who would do this? He tells him he's a cop. And they're like, you can either bring her down here to the station or you can just do it right now. So they have all these managers at like Hardee's and McDonald's and Burger King, all these, who are taking these girls who are accused of something, incorrectly obviously, and making them like strip in the office.
No
Wait,
way.
I thought we talked about this already.
I'm sure we did. These stories are like from years ago.
Yeah,
but the
this
documentary
is from a while ago.
And it's bananas. And some of these people ended up getting prosecuted. And I'm like, who would ever do this? What manager would go, well, I got to do this?
I say my job is not, it's not worth it.
Well, I guess the guy faked that he was on the phone with someone from corporate, which I guess would maybe make you think They're like, I'm here with Jim from McDonald's corporate or whatever. But they talk to these girls, and I'm looking at Gwen like, it's so awesome to be a woman, isn't it? It's just the best. You're just constantly looking over your shoulder. There probably couldn't be an environment where you're less worried about having to get naked than in the office of a McDonald's and these dummies. Well, there's a cop on the phone. I guess I have to strip search you. They're like making her bend over and, it's just bananas what people will do. And I only mention that because ladies always need support. But boy, you try to set that burp record, and here comes Mary Santora to kick you in the larynx.
Mm-hmm. Watch this. What do you think about that?
She did it.
Got Alan beat.
What do you think about that?
0.2 decibels. You did beat me.
You're welcome.
Fair and square.
I don't know how to burp. I only burp whenever I'm going to throw up.
Okay.
So you know how to throw up. So
fun
you know
fact.
how to burp. You just throw up afterwards.
I'm just saying I don't know how to burp casually.
Well, it's like vomiting, but without the mess.
You can't just swallow a little bit of air and then just go bup.
I
That
throw
turns
up.
into a fart, Bill.
Oh,
You didn't like that?
Hey,
I like
Dave.
this.
Yeah.
What's going on, Dave?
Hey, I just had a question for you guys. And it comes from experiences I've had where I meet celebrities, or I don't actually meet them. I see them in public. I never wanted to be that guy that went up to them and annoyed them because they're just trying to walk through the airport or whatever they're doing. And
But here you
so
are
I've never
calling
really
us at
gone up-
work.
I'm on the job, Dave.
Right. I know you're on the job, but does that apply to, like, with Bill after his sets and stuff like that? How annoying is that for you? Or even when you're out trying to work in the, like, Alan, you said you're going to be out this weekend somewhere.
Next.
I mean, next weekend, sorry. And does it get really annoying, people coming up to you?
I don't think so. I think if a person is annoying, that's a whole other thing, but that's got nothing to do with them coming up to me. I mean, no, 99% of the time, it's just fine. I mean, I like chatting people up and seeing what's going on, and but if somebody's like hanging around, and I don't know,
Right.
it's a case by case thing. But I mean,
Yeah, the fact that you even have to ask this tells me that you'd probably come up, you'd say hi, you'd say you enjoyed the show, you listen all the time, and we'd probably have like a little conversation, and it would be delightful. There are people that can be a little overbearing, but even then, it's still part of the job. Especially like when I'm doing comedy shows or Alan's doing appearances or things like that, we're there because of who we are. Like we're the draw. We're the reason. So especially in those situations, you're more than welcome to come up and say hello, and maybe I'll give you a little kiss on the mouth. We'll see.
Wow, Bill, talk about value added, Dave. Man,
Well, no, it's definitely
We'll just see
gonna
how
happen.
things go, Dave.
that's Bill trying to annoy you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you have to be aware of, Dave. I might be the annoying one.
Oh, how the
All right,
tables
thanks,
have
guys.
turned right onto Dave's lips.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Now,
Dave.
Mary hates everybody.
Mary hates the audience.
You guys already know. I don't even have to say it.
She's candid, if nothing else.
She did do a great job last night at East End. We had that first round of that contest that I'm doing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and
Did she win?
No, she's
she
not.
did not complete.
She's not competing. She was doing a set of all new material while we were deliberating on who we thought should move on to the next round. And very, very funny stuff. Really appreciated it. And yeah, it was a fun night.
I'd like to point out that Bill did not surreptitiously record and then send you my good stuff. Just when I'm.
I have it recorded.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just throwing that out there.
Well, I just want to tell you, it's nice that you had a good set.
Yep, interesting.
What did I even say? I don't
Doesn't
remember
matter,
what
nothing
that,
matters.
I don't remember what
We
that
gotta go to
what
break.
even was. Oh, I can't believe people do a thing I do all the time.
Yeah, something like that.
He nailed it, didn't he?
Mhm.
Word for
This
word.
is my voice, too.
Yeah, don't want to misquote. You got to choose your words carefully. I've got to take a break here. If you'd like to send a text, 35192. You can watch if you want at AlanCoxShow.com, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.
Check.
The wait.
Check 1, 2. Check.